Welcome to our guide on the top 10 survival skills you need to master. Let's dive in and empower ourselves with the skills that could one day save our lives. Out here, exposed to the elements, the wilderness can be both beautiful and unforgiving. Shelter is your number one priority. Without it, you're vulnerable to the harsh conditions that nature can throw at you. A good shelter can be the difference between a comfortable night and a dangerous struggle against hypothermia. It provides a safe space to rest and recuperate. First things first, location is key. Choose a spot that's dry, flat, and protected from the wind. Look for natural shelters, a fallen log, a rock overhang, a dense thicket of trees. Next, start gathering materials. The forest floor is full of useful items. You'll need a sturdy frame, branches, saplings, anything strong enough to support the weight. Then, think insulation. This is crucial for maintaining warmth. Leaves, pine needles, even grass piled high will trap heat and keep you warm. The thicker the layer, the better the insulation. A simple square lashing can hold your frame together. It's a basic but effective technique. Your shelter should be big enough to lie down in comfortably, but small enough to conserve body heat. Efficiency is key. Building a shelter is about working with what nature provides and using your ingenuity to create a safe haven. Adaptability is your greatest asset. Trust me, there's no better feeling than crawling into a dry, warm shelter after a long day in the wild. It's your sanctuary, your life-saving haven. Fire provides warmth, purifies water, and is an essential element for survival in the wild. It cooks food, making it safe to eat, and even offers psychological comfort in the wilderness, providing a sense of security and companionship. Mastering fire starting is essential for any survivor. It can mean the difference between life and death in harsh conditions. Flint and steel is a reliable method, creating sparks that ignite your tinder. This method has been used for centuries and remains a favorite among survivalists. A fire bow takes more effort but can be just as effective. It requires patience and skill, but it's a valuable technique to learn. Look for dry, fluffy material like birch bark, bird nests, or cottonwood fluff. These materials catch fire easily and help you get your fire going quickly. Once you've got a flame, build your fire strategically. Start with small sticks, and gradually add larger pieces of wood. The teepee and log cabin formations allow for excellent airflow, crucial for keeping your fire burning strong. Proper airflow ensures that your fire will last longer and burn more efficiently. Remember the fire triangle: fuel, heat, and oxygen. These three elements are essential for maintaining a fire. Without any one of these, your fire will not survive. Keep adding fuel in stages, starting with small twigs and gradually increasing in size. This helps the fire grow steadily and maintain its strength. Clear the area around your fire pit and never leave it unattended. A moment of negligence can lead to disastrous consequences. Fire is a tool, but it can quickly become a danger if not treated with respect. Always be mindful of your surroundings and the potential risks. Master fire, and you master survival. It is one of the most crucial skills for thriving in the wild. Finding and purifying water is crucial for survival. Dehydration can set in quickly, leading to disorientation, exhaustion, and even death. Look for water sources like streams, rivers, or springs. Follow animal tracks. They often lead to water. Morning dew collected from leaves can provide a surprising amount of hydration. Never assume water found in the wild is safe to drink. Boiling is the most reliable method. Bring water to a rolling boil for at least 1 minute to kill off most harmful organisms. Another option is using a water filter or purification tablets. Always carry these essential items in your survival kit. Staying hydrated is crucial for maintaining your physical and mental strength in a survival situation. Always be on the lookout for water sources and never hesitate to purify what you find. Chapter 4. Navigation. Finding your way when lost. Getting lost is a real danger in the wilderness. The sun is your compass. It rises in the east and sets in the west. Moss often grows more heavily on the north side of trees in the northern hemisphere. At night, the stars become your guide. Learn to identify Polaris, the North Star. A map and compass are invaluable tools. Learn how to read topographic maps and practice using your compass. If you find yourself lost, remember the acronym STOP, Think, Observe, and Plan. Staying calm and using your navigational skills will increase your chances of finding your way back to safety. Chapter 5. First Aid. Your lifeline in an emergency. In a survival situation, injuries can happen. Knowing basic first aid can mean the difference between a minor setback and a life-threatening situation. Always carry a well-stocked first aid kit. Familiarize yourself with its contents and know how to use each item. Learn how to control bleeding. Apply direct pressure to the wound using a clean cloth. If bleeding is severe, consider using a tourniquet as a last resort. Knowing how to treat burns is crucial. Cool the burn immediately with cold water for at least 10 minutes. In case of a fracture, immobilize the injured limb using a splint. Remember, these are just basic first aid techniques. Chapter 6. Food, foraging for sustenance. Finding food in the wild can be challenging, but nature provides a surprising bounty if you know where to look. Edible plants, insects, and even small animals can provide essential sustenance. Learn to identify edible plants in your region. Start with common, easily recognizable species like dandelions, cattails, and wild berries. Insects are a great source of protein. Crickets, grasshoppers, and ants can be eaten raw or cooked. Trapping and snaring small game can provide a more substantial meal. Learn how to build simple traps and snares using natural materials. Always cook any wild game thoroughly to eliminate the risk of parasites or bacteria. Foraging for food takes time and energy. Prioritize shelter, water, and fire first, then focus on finding sustenance to keep your energy levels up. Chapter 7. If you find yourself lost or injured, knowing how to signal for help can be the difference between being found and enduring a prolonged ordeal. Fire and smoke are your best bets for attracting attention. Build a large fire in a clear area, add green branches or damp leaves to create a thick plume of smoke visible for miles. Mirrors and other reflective surfaces can be used to signal aircraft or distant rescuers. Whistles are another effective signaling device. A loud, sharp whistle can carry over long distances and penetrate dense vegetation. If you have a brightly colored piece of cloth, use it to create a ground-to-air signal. Make your signals as large and obvious as possible. Repeat them regularly to increase your chances of being seen or heard. Chapter 8. Personal security. Staying safe in the wild. While nature itself is rarely malicious, it's important to be aware of potential dangers and know how to protect yourself. The wilderness can be unpredictable, and being prepared can make all the difference. Wildlife encounters are always a possibility. From small critters to larger predators, each animal has its own behavior and territory. Learn about the animals in your area and their behavior. Understanding their habits can help you avoid unwanted encounters. Avoid surprising animals, especially predators. Sudden movements or loud noises can startle them, leading to dangerous situations. Make noise while hiking to alert them to your presence. This can be as simple as talking, clapping, or using trekking poles. If confronted by a wild animal, stay calm and avoid direct eye contact. Panic can escalate the situation. Make yourself appear larger by raising your arms or spreading your jacket. This can deter the animal from approaching. Back away slowly and avoid running, as it may trigger a chase response. Always keep your movements measured and deliberate. Secure your food properly at night to avoid attracting animals to your campsite. Use bear-proof containers or hang food in a tree. Be aware of your surroundings and trust your instincts if something feels off. Your intuition can be a powerful tool in the wild. Staying safe in the wild is about respect, awareness, and knowing how to react appropriately to potential threats. By being prepared and informed, you can enjoy nature while minimizing risks. Chapter 9. Tool crafting, making what you need. Out here, resourcefulness is key. Knowing how to craft basic tools from natural materials can significantly improve your chances of survival. A good knife is an essential tool, but even a sharp rock can be used for cutting. Look for rocks like flint or obsidian, which naturally form sharp edges. A spear can be crafted from a sturdy branch or sapling. Sharpen one end by carefully scraping it against a rock. Cordage is incredibly useful for binding, tying, and even creating snares. Natural fibers like bark, plant fibers, or animal sinew can be twisted or braided together to create strong and durable cordage. Sharpening tools is essential for maintaining their effectiveness. Even the simplest tools can make a world of difference in a survival situation. Chapter 10. Mental resilience, the will to survive. Survival is as much a mental game as a physical one. Maintaining a positive attitude, managing fear, and adapting to unexpected challenges are crucial for staying alive. Fear is a natural response to danger, but it can also cloud judgment and lead to poor decision-making. Acknowledge your fear, but don't let it control you. Focus on the tasks at hand and break down challenges into smaller, more manageable steps. Positive self-talk can be incredibly powerful. Remind yourself of your strengths, skills, and the will to survive. Finding ways to boost morale can make a huge difference. The human spirit is capable of overcoming incredible odds. Thanks for watching. We've covered a lot of ground, from building shelters to mastering fire, finding water, navigating, and even facing our fears. Remember, these skills are not just for extreme adventurers, they're for everyone. Life is unpredictable, but by equipping ourselves with the knowledge and skills of survival, we empower ourselves to face those challenges head-on. Stay safe and be prepared.